Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about Sunday Chicken Day in prison and what it's like on that day. Because it's a pretty insane day, especially if it's around this time of year when sports is going on. I mean, it could be different because it's been a long time since I've been there, but I definitely have some stories from Chicken Day in prison. Why does everyone hit me up while I'm doing the show? Um, Jay Costanza, what's up, bro? How have you been? Shout out to you, man. So yeah, we're gonna talk about baked chicken day in prison. On Sunday, you get something that kind of resembles this. Not really. I can't even say it looks like that. But this is like what they look like. But these dudes will kill you over a piece of chicken in there on a Sunday. So, um, on Sunday, on Saturday, everybody, because they give you cheeseburgers on Saturday, right? So everybody's trading all their stuff. Cheeseburger for their chicken on Sunday. Damn, bro, everybody hits me up at the same time. I got a lot of interviews lined up. And yo, if you want to be on the show and tell your stories from prison, just hit me up and I'll make it happen. And you can tell your funny stories. I got some funny ones over Chicken Day. So I used to work in uh in the hallway. What's up, Cindy? How are you? Tommy, what's up, bro? So I used to work in the hallway. I used to buff the floor, right? And one Sunday, Chicken Day. And we're in the chow hall. What's good? Scoring wash woman, JC. I'm chilling, man. Thank you guys for joining me. So on this day, it's chicken day, obviously. And this one dude, right? I remember every Sunday he would have, I'm good. Do you want stories from women? Or hey, I'll take stories from women too. If you've been to women prison, hell yeah, I'll take them stories. So this one dude, he would buy every chicken he possibly could. And he would have a pile, probably 15 chickens on this one plate, right? They were like piled. And he said, he used to be like, get away from me. Like people would be asking him for, like, because there's broke people in there that are starving and they will take whatever scraps they can get. Another time I seen people and they sit right near where the garbage can is. And when people go to throw away their food, I'm talking even the extra shit on their tray, they will take that off each tray and they'll have like a pile of food. It's insane. Oh man, Valhalla in Westchester, he called Yardbird. Yardbird, they called it Yardbird. Yo, they called it the pigeons. They were calling it pigeons. That they caught the pigeons or the seagulls or some shit like that. And that was the going joke. And you know the chicken, I mean the kitchen is the best place you can possibly get a job in prison. The kitchen, because you're gonna be full all the time. And So the funny thing is, the one that was piling all the chicken on his tray, right? He he starts putting them in bags because you got to smuggle them back to the block, and the cops search you when you're leaving the chow hall. So the cops will search you, and if they catch you with chicken down your pants, hold on. If they catch you with chicken down your pants, they could give you a ticket, which gives you disciplinary action, makes you go on CDQ or whatever. Or if you have a bunch of them, they'll put you in seg. They'll put you in the hole over some chicken. So this dude had all these chickens. He was tying them up in the little bags, the white clear bags. So he's tying them in bags and he's putting them in his pants, right? And you back then you would tuck in your pants into your socks. So then you can have like when you throw stuff down your pants, it will just stay down there. So this dude had like 15 chickens in his leg, right? And he's walking back, and I think the cop knew he had the chickens. Obviously, he's walking like all messed up and shit, right? And as he's walking down the hallway, it's a long hallway. It's long, like real long. And there's usually a cop, like this guy right here, standing outside the door when you leave the chow hall. So it's probably 20 feet away from where he walked out of the chow hall, and his pant leg came undone out of his sock, and chicken started spilling all down the hallway. So there was probably like 6 pieces of chicken all down the hallway. And this dude was so pissed off. He's like, my chickens. And he's ran back in the hallways picking them up. Insane, man. I didn't even like the chicken. I would trade my chicken for breakfast trays. Yeah, this dude, he had him dragging all down the hallway. It was chicken and juice from the chicken. What's up, Bruno? How you doing, man? I gotta drop the Al Bruno footage too from inside the Mount Carmel Social Club in Springfield. It's exclusive footage, and I'm gonna drop it. I'm probably gonna upload it right after I get off of here. But winner, chicken dinner. You already know, man. So Sunday in prison is Chicken Day, and it's like the hypest day in prison. And today is Sunday, so they most likely that's what they're eating. It's either chicken or it's a pigeon or it's a seagull and shit. If they're closer to the ocean, I'm sure they use seagulls to substitute the chicken. But I wouldn't ever eat that shit again. If I were ever to go back to prison, I would not eat the food. I would try not to. It is the nastiest food ever. Bruno, I did 5 in the Fed pen. Damn, man. Breakfast. I used to like breakfast. The little cake with the oatmeal. So I would trade my chicken for like 5 or more trays of breakfast because it was way worth it to me. Because you stay full all day, and you could trade your piece of chicken for like 4 soups and trays of breakfast. So you can really come off on that day. That's if you don't got no money, you got to try to hustle up shit in prison. Damn, you did 5 years in the feds, man. What did you go to prison for? If you don't mind me asking. Roadkill. Probably roadkill, man. You did 5 days in the feds? Yeah. What's up, Charlie, man? Charlie from the Bronx. How have you been? Never in my life. Chicken. A whole 10 plus. You never ate it, man? I would try not to eat it. If I didn't have to eat it, I want it. I would trade it off for something else. I used to make a lot of different things in prison. I used to make tuna fish wraps, and I would grill them with the iron and a piece of paper. I would make put all kinds of things in it. They had pickles and they had all kinds of shit, but you needed money. And I hear that soups are like almost $1 in prison. Is this true? If someone is watching that has been to prison recently, how much are the soups in prison now? Because when I first started going, they were like 10 cents. And then they went up to like 25 cents. And then they went up to 35. I don't even know how much it costs now. Accuse you of stealing a shrimp, crossing state lines, of stealing shrimp, like real shrimp. Damn, they're 75 cents now, man. They were 10 cents when I first went to prison. 10 cents. When I first stepped foot in prison, they still smoked back then. But you know, if you're broke in prison, you ain't eating nothing. You're not eating nothing good unless you have people who are your friends who can look out for you. But I had a lot of friends in there, people that I knew from different places, and Mark is one of them. He passed away since then. Rest in peace to Mark. He was a really good guy. He hit me off with soups last time I was there. I actually never blessed someone. Either bless someone, then it wastes time. We go cook pasta. Shit. I guarantee if you were in there, man, I would have loved to be around you if you were in prison when you were there. Because I know you chefed up shit like a motherfucker in there. I used to let everyone else cook. But then that's what they would do. They would sneak the chicken back and cook it with other things, make chicken wraps and all kinds of crazy shit. But I wasn't into that, any of that state stuff. 8 years in the feds, shit. Luckily, I only went to state prison. So all these stories I'm telling you about prison is all about state prison. It's about Connecticut State Prison. I've never been arrested. Well, no, I don't think so. I've never been to prison outside of my state. I've never been to the feds. So you gained weight while you sat in county? Damn, you lost your daughter, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That's rough, being in prison and losing somebody. So I have a story about that, and it's pretty bad. So one day, it was April Fool's Day, I believe. April Fool's Day, I think it was 2007. And there was this guy, big white guy. He looked like a big white biker guy, right? And I was in the dorm with him at the time. And the cop called him over and he said, "Yo, I gotta tell you something." He said, "Your kid got killed by an 18-wheeler." This cop was evil. And he's like, tells him some bullshit. And it was all a lie. And the dude goes back to the cubes. Here, let me show you what it looked like. So the guy goes back to the cube where we were living at the time, and he starts punching the wall in the locker where the lockers are. This is the exact prison where this happened. So he walks in one of those cubes right there, and he starts punching on the locker. He's like, bam, bam. He's like, no, screaming at the top of his lungs. It was like a blood curdling scream type thing. Like you could feel this dude's pain, right? The cop let it go on for like, I don't know, 3-5 minutes, somewhere around there. And then he calls the guy back. And he's like, April Fools. Like, what the fuck? And the dude's like, yeah, man, he should have been disciplined, but he wasn't. Every day, bro. Carmine, you and Park, Carmine Persco, Robert Russo, John Mario, Johnny G ate pasta or pizza or rice or veggies daily, bro. That was the feds. Shit, you were around a lot of heavyweights, man. I know you were. I've been waiting to get you on the show for a year and a half, probably longer. They didn't discipline him. He didn't get in trouble for that. But they do stuff like that. That's the type of stuff that they do. And in prison, they'll put stuff in your food. If you got a problem with somebody, they'll put shit in your food, especially if they work in the kitchen. Guards in Cook County Jail are the worst than the inmates. Well, the inmates prepare the food in prison, and I know a lot of the guards eat the food. Man, shout out to my boy that let me present the band at the carnival, at the Mum Festival. It was pretty cool. It was Lori and the Legends. It was pretty cool. I got to do that. And I messed up when I was promoting or when I was saying it. I was like, I'll play it for you guys. You guys could see it yourself. I'm like, today, I'm Bill Staxx. I think I had a dyslexic moment or something. Here, let me share it real quick. Some inmates feel they're being poisoned. Hell yeah, I'm definitely down, bro. I know you got the real deal stories, just like that Russo guy. Russo, right? His name's Russo. He's the one that's going after Tony Rake Whistle. Mum Festival in Bristol, man. The apple harvest. Yeah, the apple harvest is good. It's coming up soon, right? So you want to hear something funny? Um, there's Staxx on the stage. Let me hear.
Welcome to the Mum Festival. And today, I'm Bill Staxx. We got Lori and the Legends. Bill Staxx got a podcast show. Check him out.
Yo, so listen to this. That dude right there was a CO in the prison when I was there. And we became good friends. I ended up tattooing him. Shout out to this dude, man. He's awesome. For even giving me the opportunity to do that. And It just it feels good that I could do something different in my community than other stupid things I used to do. Yeah, man, I be having brain farts sometimes. But I have a lot of good stories for you guys, and I'm prepared to tell them to you. And you guys are going to laugh your asses off. Guarantee you that. But I have other shows in the works too. You guys know I got Mugshot Monday with Zay and Staxx. That's going on tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And I have Women of the Mafia with Lisa and Staxx. I'm going to drop episodes this week. I have interviews I did with Matthew Rice. I'm dropping part 4 tonight after this. And I have the exclusive footage from Al Bruno's Social Club. So I got all that stuff. And smash that like button and help me out with the algorithm. Thank you, man, Tommy. Staxx, I actually been busy building a restaurant, pizzeria, getting ready to open October 4th. I gave one to Russo. Real deal, bro. Trust me on that. I've had him on. I've interviewed him. Yeah, it is. It's a lot different to be able to. Well, how do you even say that? Present. To be able to present a band at the Mum Festival. I used to be the one committing crimes and shit. So for them to want me to even present uh, a band at a festival, that's crazy. It's insane. Nothing's up with them, me and them. They don't exist to me, man. No time. They don't even exist. It's not on my radar, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I do a lot of mob things. I went away for home invasion. Probably the second, third time I was arrested was for home invasion. I've been arrested for a whole bunch of things. Yeah, I don't get into that drama. They just don't exist to me, man. They're irrelevant. But I changed my life probably about 4 years ago. Changed my life about 4 years ago. So I plan on doing the right thing and helping people. I get a lot of messages of encouragement from people. I was addicted to alcohol and drugs. Finally got my life on track, and I'm trying to show people out there that they can be successful and do this too. They could be a podcaster. They can go out and host shows and do different things. They don't have to keep being stuck in that life of addiction and and being the victim. Because I'm never the victim. I'm the survivor. And to all you haters, fuck you very much. But I appreciate everybody who checks out my show. I have a lot of good stories to come, a lot of different shows. So stay tuned, man. What was my drug of choice? Alcohol, man. Alcohol was my major problem. And then heroin. But as long as I can get a grip on alcohol, took care of everything else pretty much. Alcohol is the worst. But alcohol wasn't my problem, man. It was my thinking was my problem. Because alcohol is always going to be there. Drugs always be there. Just got to learn how to live with it, man. But I appreciate everyone who's been checking out my show. And I got a lot of stuff to drop. Yeah, it's a bad combo. That's why I don't do it no more, Red. But make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. I'm still active right now, organized crime, but I'll tell you, I always give back and try helping anyone I can. Stay away from drugs and alcohol. Wish I could do more. Hey man, you can do more. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. Hit me up on Instagram or Facebook, Bill Staxx 2021 on Instagram, and Bill Staxx on Facebook. And hey, I could change your voice. I could have you on here telling stories and people won't even know. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Always cooking. That's why I'm always busy, man. I'm always busy. I'm always doing something positive. Sometimes I work with the community. Sometimes I help out Brian's Angels. Sometimes I'm doing other things, but it's always something positive. I'm never involved with negative things or yeah, I could change someone's voice. I could change their voice. I could blur their face out. I could do all kinds of things. Not live. I can't do it live, but I can do it if we recorded an interview. Alcohol and heroin both stay in your spinal column. We're done either. Thank you. Proud of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Why I never forget prison? Because I never want to go back, man. That's why. And the reason why I tell you these stories about Chicken Sunday and things like that is because I don't want to see some young kid have to go to prison and eat this shit on Sundays because it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun being a young kid and having to work in the kitchen with a cop in back of you talking shit, or having to go back to the block and fight somebody because some stupid shit happened. It's not fun when you don't know like what's going on in the world. Your whole life gets cut off. I was a kid in high school and my whole life got cut off, sent to prison. So that's why I don't forget it, man. Last time I was there was about 12 years ago. And that's the best reason I've heard. It's the only reason I got, man. But I appreciate you guys, man. Keep on checking out my show. And I promise I will not disappoint you. Because next time I'm going to do a show about my bunkie, Big Pun. I know you guys remember when I talked about him. And I got stories about him. I got stories about all kinds of different things. Some funny, some pretty drastic, but this one's pretty funny. So, so stay tuned. That one's coming next. My bunkie, Big Pun. So hit the like button, people. Hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. I appreciate you. Till next time.